Hi guys, Webster here with another review of how I made this. Alright, so in today's we're going to talk about this song for Shimasta, which is Bombafye. It features a guest artist Mumba Yachi in his A Plus album, which was released last year in 2022. Producer engineer Lord Webster's, and the studio, this was done at Website Music Lusaka. Okay, so this is just gonna be a review of how I came up with the beat for this. Please check out the whole song on Boomplay. So this audio started with simple chords, piano chords, which are these. Okay, so what I do with my sound design, when I play something, I consolidate or I export, bring it back, further processing. Okay, this is just to lay off some CPU power, and I work better in wave, I think. So from there I cloned the same sound. Okay, from this I ended up coming with a second version which sounds like this. This is some kind of lo-fi setup. Alright, it's the same vamp here. So when you add it together with this, which is basic, boring, whatever, it adds some movement and excitement. Okay, together, if I play them together, they end up sound like this. Further, I could hear some space, like I say, what can I do with that space in the background? It's so cold. What can I do with it? I came up with a feel. This is the feel that I came up with. Just some airy vibrato. There are a lot of processes that are behind this. Okay, I played that on the piano as well, and then I exported it just to work with it better with wave. Okay, so together these three sounds, they sound like this. From there I remember coming up with some ear candies. Okay, I called it a revive as well. Played it in MIDI and then exported it. Okay, so this one sounds like this. It's just some ear candies, some vocal text like. Right, so if I add it together with my vamp and my feel, it sounds like this. So far so good. Okay, from there I added some riffs, okay, as well as just some complementary piano chords. All right, just to widen the sounds. All right, so if I play all the highlighted sounds, just excuse me, I'm gonna be a little bit faster because this project is quite extensive. So if I play the summation of the sounds together, so far they sounded like this. Okay, I didn't end there. Said, wow, my background is still lacking something. Okay, what should I do? I came up with this choral vibe, okay, which sounds like this. I combine the whole sound so far. Now I got this. So as you can see, there are a lot of automations. I use automation to give space to my sound, especially when I play a lot of sounds here, so that at some point I'll give preference to this sound and then duck down the other sound. Okay, I use automation for that. Then from the sound that we have, I went straight into building the drum set and percussions. Okay, I pay extra details to my drum set and percussion. You just hear the vibe that it brings to the whole setup. So in terms of percussion and sounds, I heard something like this now. From there, if we add the big guy, which is the kick, and then we had to come up with the sub bass anyway. So my sub bass was a combination of two 808s from Flex plugin. This is an FL native plugin, okay, meaning this plugin is found in FL as in default. Okay, so I had a combination of 808 destroyed, a distorted 808, and then I combined it with an 808 clean, which has the main body and the low end of the bass line. If I combine them together, they sound like this. Great. So if I bring in my 808, I have this. So from there, what I did was to summon this big man for me, Mr. Soko Solo. Okay, he came through and added a whole dimension to the beat, or to the song rather. Okay. First thing is he played me this rhythm. I wanted it to sound like a dry guitar, even though it was electric. So it has got some heavy processing under it, okay, rolling off of some low end and the high end above 7Ks, and then in the mid range about 568, and then there is also the one knob just to fatten. There's a flanger, a usual. I normally use stock plugin at large. Alright, I have a fruits convolver for that kind of wet reverb, okay, of which I only wanted it to affect the mid-range part. That's why I load off somewhere. I started somewhere below 250 rolling off, and many top here I rolled off as well. And then I have fruit balance. This is just for my automation, okay, where I wanted to give space to the other instrument. And then I have the fruit limiter just to further control the dynamics, which I had already done with. And then there's the vowel plate, okay, just a space reverb there. I use the plate, yes. And then I have my delay from H delay quarter note 96 BPM, whatever, rolled off all high pass, low pass. This was the processing on this guitar because I wanted it to sound so dry, and then it gave me this massive sound. I can say this guy changed the whole vibe to my beats. Alright, and then thereafter I said, well, big man, what more can you do on this? And then he said, okay, maybe let's try and fix in some lead guitar. Okay, then he ended up playing this. also to sound a bit dry, and then I had to top it off by this other additional instrument just to let me say, to complement the guitars and not to leave any kind of awkward space in between the instruments. Okay, so the upper part of this whole instrument is just the processing here. Whatever I did, some fascio in the beat just to add some dynamics and movement, especially with how the song starts and how the song ends matters a lot. Okay, so in my intro as labeled here, this is what I had. Basically, the highlight of this is this choral, this choir vibe, and then I added some ramps here, some ramp vibes here. On top of that, I had these keys, the lo-fi keys, piano lo-fi, and then I had my feel in, and then I had my strings symphony here. This is the only part that this is playing. Just to show someone, to prepare someone so that, oh, something big is about to happen. It's just like a roll, but not a typical drum roll, but I used a sound as a roll. And then I had some vocal chops later after this. Just some vocal chops later, and then from there, okay. Nice, Lord Websters, nice. So all together as an intro, we have this all together as an intro. Anything that I've noted so far? Okay, our intro is like this. No, I meant intro. Nice. And then from there, where the kick drops, there is a high pass filter which I used. Let me just collapse these guys. I used this high pass here. There is a Pro Q2. There is, let me see where I put this band. Okay, supposed to be here, right before the beat drops here. You can see it's roaring off. And then the main frame drops. As well, towards the end, let's audition our outro. Somewhere here.